What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into the channel for today's property tour. It's your favorite Texas realtor, Brandon Seacon, bringing to you an absolutely stunning, one-of-a-kind, custom-built home here near the downtown Dallas, Texas area. This is going to be a 5-bedroom, 4.5-bath home with 3,615 square feet, currently listed at the time that I am filming this video at $1,440,000. Guys, I do want to invite you, before we get in there, if you guys do like seeing custom homes like this, do consider subscribing to the channel, as I do upload at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3, depending on how busy we're getting. And also smash the thumbs up button to get more content recommended to you just like this. But as soon as you enter, guys, got this beautiful open entryway. Everything is nice and laid out with the open floor plan. You got the kitchen. You can already see your little kind of breakfast nook down there. And check out this light fixture, guys. It looks a little bit different when we're up there. So I want to show you this view from right here. Check that out. That is super cool, super modern. Gotta love the modern staircase with the iron railing. And then of course, no shortage of natural light. You got all those windows, which is very nice. We actually have a very good weather day today here in Dallas. I believe the high of today is going to be 83, and for Texas, that's not bad, especially for the last couple of weeks, guys. The weather has been really bipolar. We've been getting a lot of rain recently, and not that I don't like the rain, it just makes everything dirty, to be honest. It makes everything dirty, and you know how it is. You don't really want to go outside when it's raining and everything. Kind of dampens the mood, but gotta love the waterfall countertops. These are quartz countertops. I did just meet the builder outside. Very cool. He was a very sweet gentleman. And yeah, just props to him for letting us check out this listing. And you gotta love the design that they did with the clash of color, the light quartz countertops with the black. It just clashes really well. You got the light and the dark side, like Luke Skywalker facing off with Darth Vader, if you know what I mean. I also love how minimalistic all the finishes are. Just love how everything just looks super sleek. Of course, your standard chef appliances, 6-burner gas grill with the pot filler and the very modern hood vent. Very nice. And check out this light fixture, guys. I love seeing new light fixtures that just look modern. I am kind of attuned to the modern style of homes. I do like them a lot. I know that they're not for everybody, but these light fixtures just look awesome. They look like lasers floating in the sky. But check out this walk-in pantry, guys. This pantry is absolutely massive. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. Huge. But something that I did want to talk to you guys about. Oh, and check this out real quick. Every room in the house does have these sliding light controls. So very, very cool. You can turn everything on and off, and you can put how bright you want the lights. Very, very nice. And then it also does have your smart thermostat. But something I wanted to talk about, guys, is this is a real estate related channel. I do try to bring you guys some of the most unique and luxurious properties here in the Texas area. Mainly Dallas, Fort Worth, that's where I'm based out of, but I do want to check out some of the more unique properties all throughout Texas. But I got a comment the other day, guys, and I spoke on this in a previous video, but I got a comment the other day about someone basically saying, like, nobody cares about your faith. Why do you talk about Jesus and God? People only want to know about your knowledge of the market and expertise. So I'm going to dislike and unfollow, whatever, right? And guys, I wasn't bothered by the comment, but it did make me want to talk about it and say, guys, if you would have known me a year ago, not to sound cliche, but if you would have known me a year ago, it's not like I was a bad person or anything. But I was definitely a fake Christian, guys. I was raised in a Catholic household. I was raised with religious beliefs. And the thing is, guys, I never really practiced them. The Bible teaches us to be still. It teaches us to be kind, to treat everyone as though God died, or Jesus died on the cross for that person, whether we like them or whether we don't, regardless of how we feel. And I was just a very judgmental person, guys. I took pride in people complimenting me and thinking highly of me. And now, I don't know, I just feel so much different from then. And guys, there was this one event that changed my life. And I don't mean to be very facetious, but when I say it changed my life, guys, it really changed my life. Like, I was involved in a very bad car wreck, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but let's just say, guys, it was on the highway. It was a very busy day on the road, and my car was totaled. It was wrecked. I flipped. My car flipped maybe like, I forgot what they said, like 8 times. And guys, I was wrapped up by the grace of God, God's mercy. I literally felt him grab me and snatch my soul out of my body. Like, you guys are probably thinking that I'm crazy right now hearing this. And I do want to have a day and a time where I maybe make a separate video about it, aside from a house tour. And I basically show you guys and kind of talk about it. But look at this closet. Oh my gosh, this closet's massive. But guys, I'll probably put a picture of the car right now. After looking at that car, guys, can you believe that I walked out of that with no broken bones, no injuries? I mean, I had like a scar on my arm. I had a scar on my right forearm. You can't even see the scar really, but that's it, guys. Other than that, no broken bones, no injuries, no nothing. And I just want to give you guys one more tour. I know I'm telling you a story right now, but look at that master bath. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Absolutely in love. Again, if the builder's still here when I go back out there, I'm going to give him some more props because this is, wow, it's a beautiful home. Imagine waking up every morning as the owner of this house and you walk out to this. I would feel like I made it. Mama, I made it. But guys, take a look at that car that I just posted, right? That was my car. That was a Chrysler 200 2016. And it was wrecked. It was completely wrecked. All the windows were smashed. 2 of the tires, I think, popped off of the car. I rolled like 8 times. And I'm standing here with nothing but thankfulness for God saving me. He saves me every day. You know, when you get baptized, guys, they say that you're putting death to your old self and you basically see the world anew. Well, it doesn't really work like that, right? That's what you hear when you think about getting baptized. But the reality is, you get baptized and then I almost had a sense of like, what now? Like, am I supposed to immediately feel different? Very nice bathroom, by the way. Full bath. This is going to be a bedroom. They have it staged as an office. This would be your in-law suite. In-law suites are typically going to be on the bottom floor. Sometimes they're upstairs, but it's not very often here in Texas. Full closet. But as I was saying, guys, it's not really like that. You get baptized and then life just feels the same, you know? I mean, obviously, if you're doing your work as a Christian, reading the Bible, reading the scriptures, and just trying to do your part, things are going to change for you and you're going to begin to see the world differently. But that was one of those moments, guys. If there was any doubt in me about God's existence, and if there was any part of me that, I don't know, that didn't have full faith that there is a God that loves me, you know, that there is a creator out there, that was a seismic moment in my life. Like, I look back at that event and I have no trauma towards it. I feel so grateful for what God did for me. And again, one day I'll sit down and I'll tell you guys more formally everything that happened, God willing. But yeah, guys, if you just take a look at that car, it's hard to believe. It's even hard for me to believe sometimes that I'm here, but our God is a powerful God. He can move mountains with faith as small as a mustard seed. Mark 11:22-24. Therefore, I tell you that if you say to this mountain to cast itself into the sea and don't have doubt in your heart, but believe that the words that you say will come to pass, then it will be done for you. Our God can do anything. Nothing is impossible for him. And he held me in his arms, guys, and he completely protected me. I know I'm rambling, but I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is you can't prove to someone that God is real, you know? Some of you are gonna see that car that I just posted. Some of you are gonna hear this story and you're gonna think, oh my goodness, like this just confirms for me even more the existence of God, right? But there's some people that would hear that story and be like, no, this is BS. This is a coincidence, right? It's a coincidence. But there's some things that you can't just chalk up to coincidence, guys. There's some things that you can't, and that was one of them. And I think even if I were to tell people that story, it's not something that could definitively say to a non-believer like, oh, God exists, you know? There is a God out there. But I think that every person needs to find God on their own, you know? Obviously, we spread the gospels, we spread the good news, we spread our testimonies like I'm doing today. But overall, Jesus and God is ultimately the deciding factor of when a person gets called to the faith, you know? We could show everyone unequivocal proof, but it's really Jesus that's gonna touch their hearts. And I think that's a beautiful thing, guys. I mean, before I took my faith really seriously, I would hear testimonies and wouldn't really think much about it, you know? Like, I would hear some crazy stuff. Even my team lead, he told me his testimony, and his wife, they told me their testimony. And when I first heard their testimony, it didn't really touch me, you know? Like, I thought it was amazing, but that's really what I thought. I didn't think anything beyond that. I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. But now, I feel like I see the world with a new lens, with a spiritual lens. And I'm just so grateful, guys. And I pray for all of you out there that whatever hardships you're going through, because man, I went through a very hard time in my life. I was depressed about this time last year. I went through a period of my life where I was severely depressed. I had a lot going on. And things got very dark. Things got very, very dark for me. And I was definitely in a bad place. But if you were to meet me today, guys, you would have no idea. You would have no idea. And that's because our Lord gave me strength that is not of my own. It's not of my origin. He gave me peace that is not of my origin or understanding. And I pray, guys, that no matter what your circumstance, no matter what you might be going through, whether you're going through a trial right now or someone that you love is going through something, I pray, guys, that you feel the love and the grace of God every day. Every day is a blessing. It really is. When you start to be more grateful, I'm reading this book by Joyce Meyer called The Power of Thank You. And it basically just talks about being grateful for every day and for every blessing that you have in your life. Guys, there's so much stuff wrong with the world. There's so much stuff that we can get upset at. There's so many things that we can turn our head left and right to and feel discouraged. But we can always remember that we are loved fearlessly by a God that asks for nothing in return but gives us everything. If he dresses the lilies as beautiful as they are, how much more will he clothe you? If he takes care of the birds in the sky, how much more does he love you? And I don't know, guys. I know this is I try to be very organic and try to just speak about what's on my mind. I know I didn't talk too much about the house. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the property tour. But what I'm trying to say, guys, because I'm going to wrap this up, is there's a God out there and he exists. And for anyone, if you're a non-believer and you're watching this, there's not a coincidence that you're here. This video is for you. And maybe it's for a believer as well, or for a lot of you guys. But God exists. There's irrefutable evidence that he exists. Like I said, it was bad, guys. It was a bad accident, and God clothed me with his grace. There's no other way to explain it. And I don't know, guys. Again, I'm rambling. But I love you all. I don't want to make this too much longer. We're already hitting 15 minutes. I love you all very much. Thank you for sticking around with me. I do appreciate everyone that supports the videos with a thumbs up or subscribing, whether or not you want to subscribe. I mean, just thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. And drop an amen in the comments if you made it this far, by the way. Let's see how many of those we get. But I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. God bless.